हेलो गाइस, कैसे हैं आप सब। उम्मीद है आप सब ठीक होंगे। आज का टॉपिक जो मैं आपके लिए लाई हूँ ये बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट है एग्ज़ाम्स के हवाले से। आज का जो मेरा टॉपिक है वो है द कमिंग वाटर डिज़ास्टर। तो शुरू करते हैं आज की वीडियो। द वाटरलेस मून वाज अ बुक रिटन ऑन पाकिस्तान बाय एलिजाबेथ बेलनीव्स इन 1955 आफ्टर हर प्रोलॉन्ग्ड विजिट टू द न्यू बॉर्न कंट्री. The title of the book was itself is very scaring. Did it mean that the country was destined to run dry like the moon with the passage of time? Our short-sighted and small-sized pygmy leadership dismissed it as a revengeful prejudice of a foreigner. They boasted of the existence of 5 rivers of the country running full capacity and canal network that was the largest in the whole world. जो हमारी पास्ट की लीडरशिप हैं उनके ख्याल में था द कंट्री वाज डेस्टिन्ड टू बिकम प्रॉस्पेरस, ग्रेट एंड स्ट्रॉन्ग इन कोर्स ऑफ टाइम. What the ignorant lady Elizabeth Belneves observed and said was thus no more than a lunatic's outcry. Her prophecy, however, did not take more than 47 years to come closer to the bitter truth. On 14th January 2002, the Indian Minister for Power and Water, Mr. Chakravarti, shamefacedly declared in a formal meeting of Indus Water Treaty Council held at Delhi that when we abrogate Indus Water Treaty, Pakistan will be in a state of drought and Pakistanis will cry for drops of water. Another significant statement came in 2003 from the Indian Army Chief, who said the rejection of Kalabagh Dam by some elements in Pakistan will enhance the insecurity of Pakistan. Pakistanis have already started paying for the sins of the quacks of counterfeit democracies. Rivers have run dry, existing dams have touched the dead levels, generation of electricity has dwindled, and the nation is waiting for the arrival of the doomsday. Qaid's caution that Kashmir was the jugular vein of Pakistan. It was the watershed of Pakistan. The Indus Water Treaty gave exclusive rights of Jhelum, Chenab and Sindh to Pakistan. But since their upper reaches lay in Indian-held Jammu Kashmir, therefore in blatant violation of the provisions of the treaty, India started building dams on them, denying the provision of their water to Pakistan. Thus, India won the heads and made Pakistan to lose the tails. India has so far built more than 60 dams and hydroelectric projects on 3 Pakistani rivers. It is doing so in violation of the Indus Water Treaty signed on 19 September 1960. The shortage of irrigation water has already led to 4% reduction of food supply in Pakistan, which is likely to aggravate to turn Pakistan into Somalia or Ethiopia of the subcontinent. If India is not made to stop its water aggression, it could lead to a deadly conflict between the two countries. International law does not permit the change in the direction of the flow of a river. India started building Baghliyar Dam on River Chenab in 2005, to which the weakling Pakistani government raised mild protest. The World Bank advised the dam to be lowered by 2 feet and strengthened Indian hand to kill Pakistan eventually. The most dangerous project undertaken by India is its theft of Indus water through a tunnel. Indus River has total length of 3,180 km from Tibet to Arabian Sea. It runs 404 km in China and 395 km in Ladakh, which is in Indian hands. It is now apparent that India's aim is to make Pakistan a veritable waterless moon. As a result of this monumental water aggression, Pakistan is fast becoming a country of dying rivers. If this trend is permitted to continue, Pakistan will soon die of thirst and hunger. Many a civilization has become extinct in history when their water resources dried up for one reason or the other. India's water aggression continues unabated, which is reflected from the horrifying fact. Currently, Pakistan is categorized as a water-scarce country because the yearly water availability is less than 1,000 cubic meters per person. The country crossed this level in 2005. If it reaches 500 cubic meters, it will become a country that is absolute scarce of water by 2025. There are other multiple reasons behind this extreme water shortage. including population increase, lack of water reservoirs and storage dams, wastage of water and poor water resource management and preservation policies, and non-serious behavior of politicians, bad governance. On the other hand, climate change is also one of the root cause of water shortage in Pakistan, which has caused drought-like situation in rural and remote areas. First, population increase. Pakistan is the sixth largest country in the world with more than 220 million people. Pakistan's population in 2010 was 179.42 million by 2025. Pakistan's water demand could reach 274 million acre feet, while the supply of water could remain at 191 million acre feet. Second is poor management of water resources. The commonly grown agricultural crops in country are highly dependent on water. The country grow rice, wheat, cotton and sugarcane. Crops like these are responsible for 95% of the country's water use. Poor water management in Pakistan is causing high water waste within the agricultural sector. Pakistan has an inefficient irrigation system that causes a 60% water loss. In addition, Pakistan has low water productivity in comparison with the other countries. Water productivity is the physical or economic output per unit of water application. Pakistan uses a lot more water to produce crops than in other countries. One major reason is excessive use of water in Pakistan. 160 liter wasted washing a car with running tap water. Save water for Pakistan, Martin Kobler, German ambassador to Pakistan, wrote on Twitter. Next is the lack of reservoirs, shortage of reservoirs, that is Mangla and Turbela dams. We have two big reservoirs. Turbela and Mangla dams are the only big dams in Pakistan which can store flood water. We can store water for 30 days, India can store water for 190 days and US can do it for 900 days. These big dams in Pakistan had reached their dead levels in 2018, meaning that they do not have enough water to operate. According to Mohammad Khalid Rana from the Indus River System Authority, Pakistan is extremely short on reservoirs and can only save water for 30 days. Furthermore, he states that Pakistan receives almost 145 million acre feet of water but can only save 13.7 million acre feet of water. He goes on to say Pakistan needs 40 million acre feet of water but 29 acre feet is wasted due to lack of dams. Next is climate change. Heat waves and droughts in Pakistan are a result of climate change. Pakistan gets its water from rainfall and rivers as well as melting of snow and glaciers. Because rain is seasonal and 92% of the country is semi-arid, Pakistan is dependent on the rain for its water supply. Pakistan is facing an increasing demand for food while it is experiencing a reduction in the water supply. One of the reasons that Pakistan will face an increase in water demand could be climate change, which could increase the demand for water for crops. Climate change could cause the water in the soil to evaporate faster, which could increase the demand for water. Naeem Salik, an environmental expert and research fellow at the Institute of Strategic Studies in Islamabad, said that the monsoon season has become erratic in the past few years. The winter season has shrunk from 4 to 2 months in many parts of the country. On top of it, Pakistan cannot save flood water due to scarcity of dams. At the time of Pakistan's birth, 1947, forests accounted for about 5% of the nation's area, but they have now dropped to only 2%. In view of such situation, measures need to be taken to conserve water and solve this impending water crisis or the coming water disaster. The first step that should be taken is to provide awareness programs for the public so that they may try their best to conserve water. The people of Pakistan should be well informed about the situation so that they may be able to save maximum amount of gallons of water as they possibly can. Furthermore, as we are short on reservoirs and dams for which funds are being collected, in 2018 the Pakistan government called both national and international Pakistanis to help fund a $14 million project to build 2 dams. The goal of the dam is to help Pakistan store more water and to supply the country with electricity. Although several Pakistani celebrities have donated towards the dam, there is still a lot of money needed to complete the project. Moreover, cost-effective measures for saving water should be implemented at domestic level. The government should make use of technology-based methods to prevent leakage in pipes and keep water usage in check. Smart irrigation methods should be used to reduce water wastage drastically rather than wasting lots of groundwater through tube wells. We should utilize other methods to trap rainwater and use it to recharge underground aquifers, ensuring more water for the future. In last, the government needs to take certain steps to slow down the water crisis in Pakistan. The Pakistan Academy of Sciences said that the country needs to expand its water storage, reduce water wastage, improve water productivity, and develop a framework that will help with the management of surface and groundwater. Although the clock is ticking for Pakistan's water supply, the government has started to act. Hopefully, it will be able to undo some of the damage before it is too late. Hope this video will be helpful for all the students of competitive exams and other exams. Kindly subscribe my channel, like it and share it. Thank you. The government should initiate projects for more large-scale dams. One such example is the Diamar Basha Dam, for which